Want to achieve network marketing success? Then you're in the right company. Hello, and welcome to Leave Nothing to Chance, hosted by networking marketing giant John Solleder. Learn everything you need to know about the network marketing space from somebody who's actually done it. Join us every week for front row seats as we feature some of the finest and most successful personalities in network marketing. Leave nothing to chance. Join us now.
It is my pleasure to introduce a very good friend of mine, somebody who I've watched growing a very successful business, having a lot of fun doing it, traveling the world, and just inspiring people. And that is my good friend, Rolando Rivera. Rolando, how are you today?
Awesome. John is very glad to be here. I'm very excited because it's an honor being with you in your show.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. And, why don't we start at the top? Before you got involved in the network marketing industry, what did you do for a living?
Well, actually, I have two degrees. I used to be an advertising person. I studied in the university advertising. I worked in the TV on Televisa in Mexico for many years. And then I studied alternative medicine, the biologic medicine. And I worked for many years, Chinese medicine and all this way of living, natural way of medicine.
Wow, interesting. And, I know you're a big reader. I see part of your vast library behind you there in your office. So, in the new book, Leave Nothing to Chance, I know you're one of the featured stories. And in that book, is there a favorite principle of the 15 principles that really stands out to you that you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, I cannot talk about one principle because it's very powerful. Each principle is going to be switch each one to the other. But the number 8, the water the seed, is one of my favorites because it's the meaning of life. I think if we take care of that principle, of that way of life, of living, to take care of the people, seed your not only the friendship, the brain, the loyalty, is going to be a big friend, a big business, and big everything. But the principle 7, that the domino effect, I love it. Something very special for me was reading the principle 9, give love. Because I don't remember the people in business talk about love, talk about be a good person, give love, give your heart to the people in making business. That's why this principle, water the seed, and give love are my favorites.
Beautiful. You're actually somebody that I admire. We've known each other a few years, and I know whenever we're together, we have very great conversation about ideas and about strategies and about books. And I remember us being together in Paris, for example, and you were interviewing me at that time. We had just gotten back from a trip together. But, I know you're a fan of self-development. And somewhere in your life, probably early on, there was probably a singular book that you found, it was given to you, you tripped across it in the library or something. What would have been that first book that really inspired you?
Well, I have already read a lot of books, but many years ago, one friend gave me a Erroneous Zone of Wayne Dyer. That was very important for my life. Very, very, very important. Maybe it was the way my life changed. Erroneous Zones is is when I woke up of my errors, my mistakes of living, of taking life. So that was maybe one of the important books in my life. After that, wow, The Science of Getting Rich.
Mm.
My life, my brain blows when I read that book.
Wallace T. Wattles.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Great book. One of my favorites. If you were stuck on a deserted island, hopefully a nice one, right? hopefully one where it's nice and warm. But if you were, if tomorrow you got stuck on a deserted island and they said, "Hey, Rolando, you can bring 3 books with you." So Dr. Dyer's book would be one, obviously. The Science of Getting Rich would be one. What would be the third one?
The third one will be the Bible, but I'm not a religious person, but I believe the Bible is the more wise book in every sense, even in the faith, of course, but even the science way of living is amazing. That's the way I believe that the 3 books were my salvation in that place.
Great. So let me ask you this now. If I show up at your house this afternoon and I come in and I say, "Okay, Rolando, what are you reading today? What are you reading today?"
Oh, I'm having a lot of fun with one book that calls Happy Money. Happy Money. It's amazing philosophy, Japanese philosophy about money. The way we see the money, the personality of the money, the heat of the money. It's a very special way of treat the money in your life, and how the money treats you. It's a kind of relationship. It's amazing. You can heal your relation with the money and become a better friend, a better partner of the money in your life, like your best friend. It's not for ego. It's not for ambitious way of thinking. Is the way that the energy of the money can change a people's life, and become better world, and it's so amazing how the money is not the search of everything. It's only an energy that makes the better life for everything. So that's the book I'm reading right now, Happy Money. I'm very, very excited because I'm learning a lot. It's a workshop, actually. It's a workshop I taken with this author, and I'm going to show to the team that principles in few days. So I'm very excited with that.
Wow. And you're absolutely right, because, and so is the author, obviously, because the energy of money, when you use it for good purposes, otherwise it's just paper. It's just no different than a piece of paper you throw out the window otherwise, so I got to read that. It's funny. You're about our 9th or 10th interview, and you're the second person who's mentioned that book. So when I hear something twice, I know it's got to be on my list. So I got to get on Amazon today and get a hold of it, because it sounds great.
Read it.
Sounds great.
It's very maybe an spiritual way of see the money. It's not the paper. Is a way to make a better person, to change your world around, the people around, and bless the people. And bless with people with this knowledge, because it's very simple. When you change that view, the money start to come to your life.
Exactly. Love it. Great principle. So let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about multi-level marketing or network marketing. Same thing. You obviously are building a very successful business with the company that you're with. And let me give you a little context, because what I'm seeing and hearing with so many interviews too, of course, is there seems to be 2 very distinct group of individuals and couples now that are looking at network marketing that prior maybe to COVID weren't. And here's the two groups. The first group is people kind of in my age group. I'll be 60 in May, and they're, let's say they're anywhere between maybe 45 and 50 up to whatever, 75, 80 years old. And they're perhaps they owned a business that was successful, and now because of COVID, that business is no longer going to exist, or it's going to be watered down as the income is not going to be the same, right? And that same group also has people who've been long-term employees, people who worked for other people. They had nice careers going. They were looking forward to retirement. And then all of a sudden, all this stuff happens. So they may not have a job to go back to, or once again, if they do, probably less income. So let's call that one group. That's kind of the older group, the guys with the gray hair. Yeah. And then the other group are the young ones, right? The young people, the people who are, let's say 25-ish, okay, give or take, younger, older. And they've got all of these skills that they grew up with, with iPhones and with computers and with technology. And yet, and in many cases, they're educated. They're well educated. Maybe they've even graduated college, but all of a sudden, COVID happens, no work, nobody's hiring them, nobody's even interviewing them. And they're saying, what am I going to do? Maybe they're still back at their parents' house now, right? Maybe they went away to school, they came back, and it's like, wow, they're living in mom and dad's extra room, and they're frustrated, as is mom and dad probably. Okay, so we got these two groups.
Yes.
And so let's just say this afternoon, knock on your door, and here comes a 60-year-old guy and a 25-year-old guy. And they say, okay, Rolando, how do you get me started so I have the same type of success that you're having in your business? What are the main things I need to do to achieve success like you're achieving? Go ahead.
Great question. For me right now, it's very simple, John. It's connecting people, interconnection, I call it. The people is already looking for something. In this moment, especially, the people is looking how to make a better living, earn money. They are desperate. So there are a market that people that need something. And there is a market that already offers a solution. So when I get in touch with people, when I talk to people, it doesn't matter the age, because it's the same way. In the industry, if we are in the health and health business, we can offer a solution, but the market is already done. Now people is looking a better lifestyle. So when they ask me, how can I make what you're doing, I only said it's very simple. We only have to answer their needs, the people needs. People need something. Right now, need money and need health. In this moment, the world needs health and money. So I have the solution for both, for that's necessities. So when they ask me how, it's simple. You just have to listen necessities and question and make a question. Are you looking for something? How to solve your problem? If it's money, are you looking for a way to earn an extra money? The people is always going to be answer yes. So in that moment, use technique. If I have information, I have a video I can share with you. If you take a look, we can talk about it and send the video. It's a way, a kind of funnel, send the video, the people see the video, 3 minutes, 4 minutes video that explain the industry, not exactly the business, the industry, the moment of the world, the world change. The money is very interesting how it's working right now. The physical money is disappearing, is almost gone, and the digital money is growing. So if you understand, the money move of one place to another. So I only said take a look at this video. If you are interested, we have a meeting. We talk about it. So it's very simple. Three steps. Listen, find the necessity, ask if the people wants a solution, earn money. I send a video and make an appointment so we can talk. And it doesn't matter the person has 18 years, 20 years, or 80 years. Both need the same money and health, security. And for me, it's been very simple. It's not hard to make my business. It's a way the simple put an offer the people is looking already. That's why when I started make the network marketing, I didn't understand, because my sponsor presented me the financial plan, and it was very confused for me. I didn't understand this word. I didn't understand the way we make the money. So I asked her to explain me in a simple way. Tell me how works simple, because I very mixed up. I very confused. So she told me, tacos in Mexico is the principal food. She told me, if you go to a place with good tacos and you love it, you are going to share it to the people you love. Mm-hmm. And you're going to connect the people to the restaurant of that tacos. When you make the connection, you already have sell. You don't know. You don't think about it. You just connect people, but you sell the tacos business. And the owner earns money. He is the one that makes the money. But what happens if that person gives you a commission to send people to eat tacos, And when she explained me that, in my brain said, wow, that's what Uber, Amazon, and those big companies, they found the formula simple. There are people that are looking something, there are people already sell it, and let's get connect them. When you connect them, they pay some commission and the huge business. And that's why I understand network marketing, simplifying this way. And this is the way I work. I after that, I have to explain the financial plan and make, training, everything. But in the first step of my presentation is this simple. So everybody knows people that need something. Ask them if they looking for solution. Make a funnel, send a video, and make an appointment. And when you make an appointment, everything is done, because they are interested in solution for his or her problems, and start in the right way.
Well, and what's amazing is that's so simple. If people will just follow a formula like you just laid out. And I know we're not talking about specific companies, but the company you're in, that's your first multi-level experience, correct?
Yeah, I met multi-level maybe 10 years, 15 years, but I didn't involve. I wasn't involved. I knew some products I used, but I wasn't part of a team working, making network. I just consume, and my profession, like a physician, I recommend the product. But I have a clinic. I work in my business. I recommend the products. So that's the way I knew multi-level, but it wasn't the way. When I got in this business, almost 6 years ago, that was very hard for me. I was very afraid because I'm not young. I have two sons of today. One is 27 and the other one is 24. Then in that moment is what was a very difficult moment because they were in college. I had to pay, and so my business broke. I has no way to. Maybe I can find a job, but a job I wouldn't. I couldn't pay even school. Don't think about the house, the car, whatever. No, the school with a job. So I was looking at business. I didn't believe in network marketing. I didn't believe that people can have that kind of income. I didn't believe somebody can make 5,000, 10,000, 50,000 or more. I didn't believe in, not in Mexico, not in Latin America, no way. So that was very hard for me. I was very scared. I was very afraid. So I had to trust a lot with the people that invite me and teach. I had to trust, start over, being a good student. Everything that they tell me, I had to make it right. I had to do it and do it fast, very fast. That's the beginning, 6 years ago, almost.
It's amazing, but it also illustrates a point because that first group of people, right, that 50, 60, 70, you're just about that category that I asked you about. You just described how many people are out there now. And of course, 6 years ago, you didn't have the COVID situation, thank God, right? That everybody else now has dealt with. There's so many people that are going to hear our interview around the world where they're going to say, hey, let me go find some guys like Rolando that are smart guys, open-minded, teachable, because what you just described there is teachable. You said, hey, I'm a good student. I'm a smart guy. I've got a lot of education in other things, but not in network marketing. Let me trust the process. Let me do what other people have done to help them to succeed. Let me do it. And of course you did it. And of course you're doing a tremendous job. So perfect illustration. So let's talk about something else. I mean, I know you have traveled all over the place. I know you've lived in Mexico. Have you lived anywhere else besides Mexico on a long-term basis?
Just for start the business, when you launch a new team, I try to be there. I've been not living in a long time, but I spent 3-4 months, 5 maybe, in one place. I've been in the States, I've been in Guatemala, I've been in Colombia, I've been working in these places, and other places maybe 1 month, 3 weeks, and come back to Mexico and return, and that way.
So besides Mexico, besides home, where's your favorite place in the world that you've been?
Well, for making business, I love to work with Colombian people. They are crazy for work, 6 a.m. they are already working, and I love it. They are in a hurry. They are very explosive people. I've been there, and it's amazing. You work with so passionate people that I love it. But in the way I have the chance, thanks to this business, in the past 6 years, I've been traveling more than 15 countries. I love to travel, but Canada is an amazing place, a wonderful place. The way of living, the people is very open. The mind of the people is different than the States, than United States. California is like Mexico. Maybe you don't have to talk in English because most of the people speak Spanish. So it's very nice to be there. but I love many places. I get very, I used to the place very fast. I get involved with the people. I get involved with a way of living in one place. So I don't know, maybe I would love to try Spain soon, to make bigger the business. But I would love to try something over there.
Wow, great. Well, and that it illustrates a point. I was interviewing a friend of mine. You probably heard the interview with Jeff Weisberg a couple of weeks ago, and Jeff and I actually lived in Israel together and worked in Israel years ago. I mean, we were laughing about it. I think it's 25 years ago, maybe 30 years ago. And I think all the places I've been, and then all the places you've been, and then all the places of all the people I'm interviewing and have been all over the world. And, maybe you can talk about this a little bit. You start a network marketing business, like you said. In your case, hey, you had 2 kids in college. You had a lot of expense. Want to give my kids a better chance in life by giving them a better education. You kind of started there. And then once you figured out the business that, okay, I can pay for that, then you got to be a world traveler and live in different places. But, that's an incentive that we don't talk enough about in our business. But comment on that if you would, because I'm sure you've had some remarkable experiences with all the traveling that you've done. But the fact that you've been able to do it, build your business, grow your business, and have some of the cultural experiences that you've had as well. So, I mean, talk about that a little bit if you would.
Yeah, but being in the house of the people, living with making network marketing change my way of think. It's something very special, because when you make a good team of friends and work together for a good reason, to protect your family, to grow, you make a very special relationship. So you become part of another family, and they become part of your family. And that's something very special, because the people is always very happy to see you, to take you to your house, being there. They offer you everything. And that's very special way of living. It's not a business only. It's a family, extended family. So when I travel, it's very nice to be. I have to be in California in some weeks, and my friends there are very exciting. Being there, working with them. But we have a lot of fun, and we learn each other of our cultures, the way they live. They are Americans. They are very nice people, and they want to learn the way we work, because they said Latin people are very kind, very familiar. The party is always around us. You invite one friend and they come with 5, and they are always welcome. And this is something very nice, no? And when I go to another places, the food, the culture, the way they think, and their maybe the religion they profess, is very interesting for me. Getting that way of thinking, the way they live. They don't have to care that I am foreigner, and they feel like I am another person of their community. I learn a lot. I enjoy a lot that, because make me a better human being. A better human being. It's not the business. It's not nothing. It's a better human being, to understand that the people is very similar a lot of the places. Very similar. They care for the people, they care for the family, they love, and they gave the best way of a kindness for somebody they care.
Great. Well, you're absolutely right. The family aspect is amazing in network marketing, that people do kind of adopt you when you're in town and take care of you and treat you like, like you're one of the family. And absolutely. So I'm going to give you the last word, and then I'll close the show. So your advice to everybody listening to us, obviously, is to get involved in network marketing. Okay. And when they do so, what should be maybe the first goal that they should have to achieve within their business?
When I start the business, always we want to grow fast. We want to be a great leader soon, faster. But I learned something very, very special from the person that teach me. Forget about your money. Forget about your pocket. Fill the pocket of your people, and your pocket is going to be filled twice. So it was very hard in that moment because I was broke. Forget about my money was almost impossible. I had problems. I was divorced. I had many problems, money problems, a lot. So when she told me, do you want to grow fast? I said, yes, I'm desperate. She said, forget about your money. Think about the money of your team. If they earn money, it doesn't matter, $100, $200, whatever. When they get money in their hands, they're going to trust. They're going to feel the trust of the business, of the industry, and the trust of you, that you didn't cheat them. You didn't fail them. So do that. So I don't know how, I told you I'm not a kind of a religious person, but in that moment, God helped me, guide me, so I can really make this with the heart. Once I start to connect with the people, connect with real needs of the people, not to present a extraordinary business out of the world, you are going to be a millionaire. No, it's only the need. You need $200. I'm going to show you, I'm going to work with you to make that $200. So when they get the money, they trust, and they were people that tried. They didn't believe it was possible, and start to grow together. Once I found the way to make that, I simplified the launch of the business. 4 steps, invest to get part of the team. Second, share the opportunity, share the product. 2 kind of, presentation, invitation, product or money. Third, make a team. Select the team. Don't invite people to your team that are not commit to work with you in the right way, train, learn, select a team. When you make a team, earn money and separate part of the money to reinvest. That's why I was so amazed, so grateful, because in 1 year I was a person that was having income about $4,000, $5,000 each month. So my life changed, and I fell in love of this industry. I fell in love of this way of life. It's very amazing the possibility that somebody was broke 1 year before, broke. I had no money even to start the business. $500 I didn't have. So the way that they teach me to get that money without money was amazing. So it was fun. I didn't have the money. 2 days later, I was in the business. And in 4 or 5 months, I had incomes about $2,000. And the business grew was amazing. That was a passion. This industry, I fell in love with this industry. I am very, I really find a mission and a purpose in this. My labor, my work is not only my company. Is not only is something very important for me that people know that is a way. There is a way. There is a serious way for the people who's looking. That's why that I said to the people, first, I learned, forget your money, think of the money of your people, of your team. If you make them make money, they're going to trust in their company, in the industry, in you. And then make simple steps and work like crazy. I didn't stop. My sponsor, my mentor told me, if you give 4 presentations a day, you're going to have this results in 5 months, 6 months. I said, well, if I make 10 presentations a day, I'm gonna, get faster that results. So I used to make 10, 15, 20 presentations a day. I was full time, and that was amazing. For me, it was a miracle. It's something. I am businessman. I used to have another companies, personal companies that I make in different industries. I never earned that money in 5 years, like an owner of a company. So maybe in 10 years, I had a business 10 years. I didn't make that money because the owner, pay, reinvest, has resolve problems. And the owner, maybe they don't have money to only to survive. But the pleasure of make your business is amazing. But when I knew how it works, network marketing is a high-level business, with a very, very small investment. Very intelligent. It's the most intelligent business I have known.
Great.
So I so inspired with this business.
Well, it's great. You've done a wonderful job. You've helped a lot of people. You've inspired a lot of people. You've led a lot of people. You've encouraged a lot of people to read. I know that from many of our conversations. And I love your philosophy because, it's kind of the philosophy that Mark Hughes had. Mark Hughes was one of my first mentors. And Mark used to say, hey, it's more important that your people make money than you make money. If they make money, you can't help but make money, right? Because everything you just described there from how we're compensated in a business like this, if you help enough other people, Zig Ziglar always said, right, if you help enough other people get what they want, you're going to get what you want. You can't not, so you've had the right philosophy. So Rolando, once again, I want to thank you, first of all. I want to continue to success with what you're doing. You're doing a tremendous, tremendous job. And for everybody listening, this is John Solleder. The name of our show is Leaving Nothing to Chance. Every Tuesday, we're up on a number of different podcast companies around the world, including Spotify, Apple, iTunes, and a number of others that are picking up the show as we speak. Our website is leavingnothingtochance.com, and all of these shows, once that they air, are eventually archived there. So if you're looking for one of our past shows and you can't find it, just go to leavingnothingtochance.com, and you'll be able to find that show, starting with our very first show that we did several months ago. And all of this is based on the book, by the way, Leave Nothing to Chance. A lot of the principles that Rolando spoke about and our other speakers are speaking about are illustrated in a book called Leave Nothing to Chance that you can get on Amazon. Once again. So Rolando, once again, my friend, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And thanks for being on.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Leave Nothing to Chance. If you want to know more about what it takes to succeed in the network marketing space, join us again next week for another amazing episode. For additional resources and to connect with John Solleder, visit leavingnothingtochance.com. Don't forget to leave a review, and we'll see you next time.